Hello everybody, Joe here with Garden of Luma. In today's video, I wanted to show you guys my Sapodilla trees, or Chikoo Sapotes, or sometimes known as. I am in the Phoenix, Arizona area growing zone 9B, and this is my Silas Woods variety here, which tends to be more of a dwarf, smaller tree. It is mid-late October here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. You can see I'm growing this one here in like a 30-gallon container right now. And it's growing really nice. And I've had this since about 2016. It's 2022 right now, to give you an idea of the age of this tree. And it's a good size. It is probably, 6 feet, bushing out here. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys this today is I have one fruit here that is soft and ready to harvest, so I'm going to pick this off here. There you go. This Silas Woods variety produces really small fruits, as you can see, and one of the challenges with this that I found is getting this to fruit or set fruit in our dry heat here that we get in the summer in the desert. But there's one there. You can see that it is possible to get it to fruit. So anything that has potential to fruit like this, I'm going to keep around the yard. There's a second one there that's fruited. So it will produce fruit here, just not as abundant as if you were in a more tropical environment with more humidity and things. It tends to flower pretty much all throughout the growing season, spring, winter, fall. So one thing I did want to note about these is they do take a really long time to mature and ripen. This one was started probably from a flower this spring or summer, so it may be ready, I would say, next spring. Whereas the fruit I've had before tended to fruit more in the later summer months. And so the fruit that I'm harvesting today is probably pushing about a year old. So that's about how long it takes for these to mature. So they take quite a while. And I'll show you my Chikoo variety, which is kind of leaning over here. I need to stake it up. We've had a lot of windstorms. This one's about 10 feet tall in the ground, purchased around the same time. And I've had one fruit off of this tree. I believe there are a couple on it right now. I don't know where they're at though, so. But I would recommend, if you're growing these here in the Phoenix area, to kind of give them some shade. As you can see, the loquat here, it's kind of wedged right up next to it. They get sun scorched here in our sun if you put them in full sun all day. Half day is going to be good for these. And then I do give them some frost protection in the winter during those really cold nights. At least the first few years when they're getting established. This past year, I left them unprotected, and they made them through okay, but my trees are a little more mature. All right, so let me cut this open here and show you guys this fruit. Okay, so here you go. I've cut it open there. You can see the fruit. And this Silas Woods variety is a little bit lighter color inside there. You can see the Chikoo variety and some of the other Sapodillas are darker inside. Well, this one's a little bit lighter. And there is definitely a taste difference in the varieties. Some of them have a little, oh, there's a fly getting in here. Wants to enjoy the fruit as well. Some of the varieties are a little bit more juicy and kind of have that grit to them, like a pear texture. And just really super sweet, brown sugar-like. This one isn't quite as sweet. which I like. You can see they have a couple seeds in them. I'm just gonna get rid of that. You can eat the skin if you'd like to. I'm gonna eat the skin right now. It is kind of reminds me of like a potato skin texture on it. Well, let me try this here. Yeah, it is a really tasty fruit. So it has almost like, to me, like a caramely flavor. Caramel, like a spicy, like a cinnamon type of spice. Really, really good fruit. This is one of my favorite tropical fruits. I grew up in Michigan and grew up on things like cherries and apples and that kind of stuff in a more northern climate. And so I fell in love with this fruit when I tried it for the first time back when I started growing these fruit trees out here. It is an amazing tasting fruit. It's in the family, the same family as Chikoo Sapote, which I also like. Canista, which I'm growing, which I've never tried. But definitely a fruit worth trying to grow here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Check me out at gardenofluma.com for more tips on gardening and growing fruit trees, especially in hot, dry climates. Thanks for watching.